Hello grade 9s. So we are now going on to more simplifying algebraic fractions, working from slides 11 to 14 from the PowerPoint algebraic fractions. So now what we're going to do is we're going to factorize like with dots and common factor and that kind of thing. Okay. So if we look at example 1, they're asking us to simplify this following expression: x squared minus 3x over x squared minus 9. Right, so let's go back to basics. You know we have common factor, dots, and then trinomials. And you remember how the method goes? We treat the top and the bottom separately. So if I look at only the top, I can see that I have a common factor of x. Okay, so if I take out that common factor, x times what gives us the x squared? It's x. The minus, bring it down. X times what will give us 3x? It's 3. Okay. So that is the top one factorized. If we look at the bottom now, the bottom, we've got something squared minus, and 9 is a squared number. So that is dots. So how do we factorize dots? Open up two brackets, plus, minus. What times what gives you the x squared? It's x and x. What times what gives you the 9? Same number. It's 3 and 3. So we have factorized the numerator and the denominator separately with our factorization methods. Okay, so nothing weird going on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for cancellation. This x minus 3 will cancel with that x minus 3. And we are left with x over x plus 3. Now again, grade 9s, like I explained yesterday with another example, you cannot cancel that with that and say that you're left with 1 over 3, okay? We can't cancel across pluses and minuses like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to need a new page for this one. So example 2. Again, the question is simplified, and they're asking us to simplify x over x minus 3 divided by 3x squared plus 3x over x squared minus 9. Okay, so I'm just going to write in the corner our factorization methods. Our first one is common factor. Our second one is dots. And our third one is trinomial. Okay, I am going to treat everything separately. First of all, I want to get rid of this division by a fraction. So you know if you're dividing by a fraction, it's either keep, change, flip, or tip and times. So before I factorize anything, I want to do that over x minus 3. So we flip this one, and it becomes x squared minus 9 over 3x squared plus 3x. And that becomes a times. Okay, now I can have a look at my factorization methods. X, there's nothing we can do. It's just x. Over x minus 3, nothing we can do with that, so it's just x minus 3 multiplied by. Now this one over here, remember I'm going to treat top and bottom separately, so don't look at the bottom just yet. We've got x squared minus 9. Now that is a squared minus, and that is a squared number, so we have a difference of 2 squares. And how do we factorize that? Open up two brackets, plus, minus. What times what gives you the x squared? It's x and x. What times what gives you the 9? The same number. which is 3 and 3. So we factorized that using dots. If I look at the bottom, we don't really have dots here because this is not squared and that is not a negative. But I can see I have a common factor of a 3 and an x. So let's take out 3x. 3x times what gives us 3x squared? It's just x plus 3x times what will give us 3x? It's 1. Now what I can do is I can look for cross cancellation from top and bottom, even across the multiplication. So I can see this x minus 3 will cancel with that x minus 3. This x will cancel with that x. And there's nothing else really to cancel it. So what are we left with up at the top? We're left with this x plus 3 over, and what are we left with at the bottom? We're left with a 3 and an x plus 1. And nothing else really cancels there. Okay. Right, grade 9s, what I would like you to do is I would like you to do exercise 18.13, numbers 1 to 10, and then exercise 18.15, number 3, A to E for me, please. Thank you.